This is Paul for Redneck Sports. I believe that everybody should win in life, or at least attempt to. The first three maxims of General Robert Neyland's game maxims, I believe apply to everybody. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. If at first the game or the breaks go against you, don't let up. Put on more steam. Welcome to the channel. Now let's discuss some sports. Like, subscribe, comment. Show what your opinion is. Let me know if you like what you've seen. And I thank you for your support. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul with Redneck Sports. If you get a chance and want to talk to me via social media or just see my social media page, I've got a link tree down below, and you can also help me out via Patreon. So, this Florida head coach position is starting to heat up. You know as well as I do that they are not keeping Billy Napier. He brought in a good system, but he can't coach. He's a great administrator. And in all honesty, from what I am hearing, listening to the experts and people that know that program, he brought in a staff, not necessarily his coaching staff, but everything else dealing with Florida that is top notch, something that any program would want. But coaching wise, he just isn't getting it done. Don't know why, because it's Florida. They should have that ability, but they aren't. So, what we've got here is failure to communicate to the players. And so we've got a list of people that are probably going to be brought in, but we're going to talk about one in specific, and that is Lane Kiffin. And yes, I am from Tennessee. I'm a UT fan, and so I sometimes have a little problem with Kiffin, but nothing major. Now look, I'm sure that Lane Kiffin can go down there and be a Steve Spurrier when it comes to running his mouth. As a coach, I think that he can do the same thing as Spurrier when it comes to winning games. I even believe that Kiffin could win a national championship at the University of Florida. I'm not downing on Kiffin. I think Kiffin, for what he has gone through, has become an excellent head coach. When he was at UT, he was given the reins too early, in my opinion. I don't think that he had the time to truly understand what it meant to be a head coach. But hey, he coached a winning season at the University of Tennessee. We went to a bowl game. I will give him that. At the same time, that man angered so many people. It was to the point that even the pro team that we have in Tennessee, the Titans, were suing him over how he was trying to get one of the Titan coaches. Now, I have no problems with Kiffin anymore. I love it when he starts talking. It does really remind me of Steve Spurrier. I think the two of them probably wouldn't get along just for the simple fact of they are both so similar. But does Florida need that right now? Plus, does Ole Miss really deserve losing him after all the things that they have done for him? I don't think so. Now look. The boosters and the university at Ole Miss have all done amazing things because Kiffin has fought for them. He is an excellent head coach. He is an excellent program builder. He really has built something amazing at Ole Miss. He's made it into a winning a perennial winning team. That is something that he should stay there for. He could stay there and become one of the winningest head coaches of all time. He won't win every year on every game. He will probably go to the college football playoff quite often. And he might even sneak in and get a national championship at Ole Miss. At Florida, he's walking into a situation that has seen Urban Meyer, has seen Steve Spurrier, has seen some great coaches, and they have expectations because, well, this is a state that is a football state. It's like walking into Texas. Mike Elko walked into a state where the stress levels are beyond what you would expect. Walking into Florida, same thing. I honestly don't think that it would be good for Kiffin, not because he can't handle the stress, but the simple fact of that Kiffin has got it made. He's getting paid good money. He runs his mouth correctly. He doesn't need to go anywhere else. He can stay at Ole Miss for the rest of his football life, and he will become a legend. I honestly believe he could do that at Ole Miss. He would become an Ole Miss legend. So no, I don't think that him leaving Ole Miss is good for him. I honestly believe that he should stay at Ole Miss. Yes, let the talk happen, but stay at Ole Miss. Turn it into the program that he wants to turn it into. Do the things that he wants to do and enjoy himself because he's not going to get to enjoy himself as much at Florida. Now look, University of Florida needs a new head coach. As a University of Tennessee fan, I don't think so, but the experts and the University of Florida seem to think that they need a new head coach. Why take somebody who is, you're going to have to do some massive bidding. And on top of that, I honestly believe that Kiffin only wants one other job other than Ole Miss. And I'm sorry, Florida, you ain't Alabama. You ain't Tuscaloosa. I honestly believe that would be the only job that could really get Kiffin away from Ole Miss. I could be wrong. He may decide, hey, I'm ready for a challenge. He would have to rebuild Florida. Keep the staff that Napier brought in, but he would have to rebuild Florida. Those football players have to learn how to play football all over again. Those coaches that would have to be brought in, whole new deal. Florida, go look for somewhere else because Kiffin is going to be expensive. Kiffin is got a good thing going on, and he's going to take a look at your program. And yes, he may decide to do it, but is it really that good, or is it just going to turn into a simple fact of that Kiffin is going to string you along so he can raise more money to make Ole Miss even better? I honestly believe that's the only thing that's going to happen. I think that Kiffin truly does know what he has and knows that he can stay there and be a true legend. But, that's only my thoughts and I could be wrong. So, y'all have a good day now. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Hey, if you like my video, hit subscribe. I've got more here and more on the way. Bye now. Thank you for watching this video. I've had some fairly good success with all of my redneck sports stuff, and I hope you enjoyed the topic. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that rigmarole, and also just let me know what you want to hear about. I'll give a redneck spin to this stuff. Let me tell you, I love sports. So I love people that want to join me in that. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.